今回はメジャーリーグの注目選手たちに焦点を当てます。アメリカンリーグからはある選手がワールドシリーズでの経験を生かし、ナショナルリーグからは守備と保守としての一貫した活躍で評価が高い選手が登場します。あなたのお気に入りの選手は誰でしょうか？コメント欄にご意見、ご感想をお寄せください。今回はこちらの話題を詳しく解説している番組の翻訳をお届けいたします。それではご覧ください。
We're going to give you guys a chance for one in each league. Who you feel strongly about, who you make your case for. I mean, I can just feel the Gunnar Henderson coming off you right now, Jake. But go ahead, you take the pulpit first, and you stump and make your case for one All-Star in each league.
All right, one All-Star in each league. I'm going to start with the American League, and I am a big believer in the second half, and what happened last year also plays into this decision-making process. When we won the World Series in 2013, sorry, Alex, here we go. Look, I remember in 2014, our guys encouraging John Farrell to, look, tip the hat. Marcus Semien is a World Series champion. There's not anything that this young man hasn't done on a baseball field. The game is in Arlington, Texas, his home ballpark. The Texas Rangers have to have a representation in the starting lineup. Put my World Series champion, my team leader, Marcus Semien, in the starting lineup for the All-Star game.
I like it.
I think it's a hometown feel-good story. In the National League, this was tough for me. And Alex, you're going to like me here. I love catchers, buddy. And I love JT Realmuto in Philadelphia. Why I love him is we certainly knows what he does on the offensive side of the ball. But catching this staff, getting the bullpen, the different looks through the games, he's been a huge part defensively. And he plays every day, Alex. This young man, night game after day game, I can't tell you how many times I've seen him. And you know that has to do with his relationship with the starting pitcher who's pitching in that day game. I watch him turn around, and after a night game, you're talking about catching 9 innings, turn around and do it again. My man deserves to start the All-Star game.
Remind me, who was the other finalist at catcher in the National League?
Contreras in Milwaukee, who's done an outstanding job as well.
That's a tough one. Holy cow.
I went with veteran.
A lot of passion there, Jake.
Contreras is going to have a few more to come.
I love it. All right, Alex, give us two guys. Here we go.
I'm going to give you two guys. My first guy in the American League, I'm going to go Stephen Kwan. This guy has impressed me so much, and you talked about him earlier. Just listen to this. He ranks first in average, 377. That's been one of the best storylines so far this year as far as like that chase to 400. But then he's first in on-base percentage, ninth in slugging. Only other players with the highest OPS, Judge, Ohtani, Henderson, Soto. So his slugging percentage goes up. And despite all that uptick in slugging percentage, his K percentage, whip percentage, chase percentage, all gone down, which is nuts. Not to mention, he plays good defense. I mean, what more do you want? And I think he's been one of the best stories of the first half, and I think for sure should definitely be starting in the All-Star game.
You have my vote, sir.
Yeah.
Give me a National Leaguer.
National League guy that I played with, former teammate of mine, Ketel Marte. I think he's one of the most dynamic players in baseball. He can do it all: base running, defense. He can hit. Switch hitter. I mean, he's been the bright spot for the Diamondbacks that have been kind of off to a slow start this year so far. But highest OPS out of all qualified second basemen, leads all second basemen in extra base hits as well. He's in the top 5 in the National League in 152 total bases. And he's also, right now, he is the best defensive player at any position in Major League Baseball.
Ooh, that's firm. Who's the other second baseman that was a finalist in the National League?
For me, it doesn't matter. It's Ketel Marte either way.
Wow. All right.
All right.
I think it was Luis Ariz. You have my vote there, sir.
Ketel Marte.
I'll vote for Ketel Marte. Russ, give me two guys, man. Here we go.
All right. I feel like my dad. My dad's a pastor. He does this a lot more than I do.
I should have said no Chicago players.
No, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
We're going to start in the American League, and we're going to go with third baseman Jordan Westburg, a guy that people are learning about for the first time, one of the baby birds there in Baltimore. He has been great. He's been so good. They moved Gunnar Henderson, who's been maybe one of the best players in all Major League Baseball, down to the cleanup spot so Jordan Westburg could be their leadoff hitter. He's currently second in weighted runs created plus at 160, second in OPS at 914, tied for first in outs above average with +5 and sixth in defensive runs saved at +3. He affects winning. And that's something when I'm talking to former players all the time, who affects winning, who can affect the game. Jordan Westburg has been doing that at a very high level for the Baltimore Orioles.
All right. Give me a national leaguer. I love this case you made with a lot of advanced metrics.
We're going to stay at the hot corner at third base. Alec Bohm for the Philadelphia Phillies has been a guy that has really stood out so far this year. Everybody talks about Bryce Harper. As well you should, at the other side of the infield. But Alec Bohm has been a guy that's made things very easy in the middle of that Phillies order. He started to put together that power that many people thought they'd see coming out of the draft. Number 3 overall, you see him, you say, oh, that Troy Glaus for the old guy for the Angels that you see hitting balls out of the ballpark. Second in hits, first in doubles, first in RBIs, first in weighted runs created plus, first in OPS. Alec Bohm has been doing it and doing it well in Philadelphia. He should start at third base.
今回の動画はいかがでしたか？ぜひご意見ご感想をコメント欄までお願いいたします。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーの最新情報など海外の番組の翻訳をお届けしています。面白いと思っていただけましたらよかったら高評価とチャンネル登録をお願いします。どんな情報をお届けしたら喜んでいただけるかぜひお聞かせください。それではまた次回の動画でお会いいたしましょう。